Hello, and welcome to Undeniable. I am your host, Chanelle Angelique, and I have the extreme pleasure of sitting with an absolutely dynamic talent. I mean, she's filled with sugar and spice. Please help me welcome Miss Brown Suga.
The crowd goes wild.
Yes. How are you feeling with all that beautiful energy that you always come with?
Thank you. I feel amazing. I feel really excited that I'm here with you today. I'm super proud of everything that you're doing and just developing. It's just awesome. You know, I got to shout out my big girl magic.
Thank you so much. It means so much coming from you. And I was telling you before we started recording that I need to tell you how much you've inspired me when it comes to my hair and my lock journey. Okay, because I've only been locked going on a year now. So, like, there were certain people who I would look at and I'd be like, okay, I could do this. I could make this work. Like, she makes it look good, you know? So you definitely had a big hand in that, and I appreciate you because I love the decision. I'm not changing, and thank you, girl.
It looks great.
Thank you. I'm trying to keep up with you, damn it. Shit.
I had to do it for health reasons, but now I feel just lovely and free. I can get up and go.
Yes.
But I need a little edge control though.
Just a little bit. Just
a little bit.
You know,
so
that's how we working it out. So, this woman here, I mean, tell me what you don't do, because you sing, you dance, you act, you write, you produce, you direct, you host, you serve looks. Like, yes. Always giving off that joyful sister girlfriend energy. Like, tell me about young Mo. Like, where did these talents develop? When did you discover them?
When did I discover them? I think that I always, well, I don't think, my parents, my aunts, my uncles, they always tell me that I have always been, you know, in just a fun, vibrant, joyful person that could always draw and sing and dance. But I also had a family that was into art, that was into music, that was open-minded towards, you know, being creative and doing things. So I think that by having adults that allowed me to express myself creatively, it just allowed me to just flourish, you know? How did I get my start? I started in dance.
Okay.
When I was in elementary school. And I started in African dance. And I remember I had a purple belt. They did the belts like karate. So I was like, ooh. And I still remember we had a show and it was boom, 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 boom. And then you heard boom, boom, boom. So and I was like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? And it just started growing and growing. And then, you know, as I'm dancing, the crowd is like, ah, and there was like this flush of goosebumps. And I was like, whoa, the energy. And I said, this is what I'm gonna do. It was literally, I know I was young just to use the word orgasmic, but as an adult, I could say that was the flush of the feeling, you know, and since then, you know, it's just kept going and going. So whenever I have that feeling, I'm like, that's the energy of the people, you know? So I was in elementary school, probably the 3rd grade, when I knew like, ooh, this is what I'm gonna do.
Set people's hearts on fire. And it's really great that you had the support from your loved ones, because a lot of times we don't really feel it at home.
Right.
And, you know, so that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Something I need to know though, you have this ability to light up the room just by walking into it. How did you become Living Sunshine?
Ooh. Let's see.
So let me think back to the first time I sprouted my rays and
I think, well, as a kid, my my family affirmed us as children.
That's beautiful.
You know, they said you could do anything that you put your mind to. So that led me to believe that anything that I invest my time, my effort, my energy into, that I could blossom in it and be amazing. So I think that and my faith, you know, and knowing that I just knew that I was here to spark. Like I wish that I could describe it, but it's more so like a feeling, you know? So I think by being told that I could do whatever it is that I want and being around people that did whatever they wanted and seeing all of the things that one can do, it led me to say, I can do anything that I put my mind to. And when you walk around in life believing and knowing that you can do things, it brings out, you know, something inside of you that's like, let's try this, let's see. You know, you get adventure, you get curiosity, you get creative, and yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big yeah on that one.
Right.
The way, I'm gonna try not to get too mushy, but the way I feel when I see you, it's like, I could be, you know, I'm always going through my shit, but I could be going through something like, oh, here comes the sunshine.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
getting teary-eyed.
Now I gotta smile. Here come my girl. And it's like, whatever I'm going through in that moment, I'm like, Mo's gonna take me away for a minute.
I really appreciate hearing that. Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh. I really do, because, you know, of course that's not the case with everyone, you know. Not everybody takes to you. Not everybody will like you or like the fact that you know, you might be vibrant or joyful. So I really do appreciate hearing that. You know, I have on mascara, so we're not going to, not this soon. Oh my goodness. I'm really receiving that, and I'm really, really grateful to hear that, because especially being in this industry, you know, you can face a lot of rejection. Yeah. You can face a lot of judgments, and I don't know if I want to say sexism goes in with that, but that is something that I do experience with guys as well. So there's so many things that you could, that like this in life. So I do appreciate going where the love is. Yeah. You know, I was told to go where the love is, and that's what we're doing now. And it's working.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to shift gears a little bit, because I want to talk about the things that you're doing and how it's affecting the world. Tell me about Mo Brown's Bodega.
Oh, yeah.
Where did this idea come from, and why a bodega? I have so many questions. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Mo Brown's Bodega. 2015, I was all over the place, like hosting shows here, you know, putting in tapes and auditioning and doing this and doing that. And one day, I think I was supposed to, it was Millionaire Matchmaker, that show was on. And
okay.
I was called in to be one of the hosts.
Okay.
And at the same time, the African American Music Festival was going on as well. So there was like all of these things happening. And then I got a phone call that said everything shut down. Everything, we're not doing it anymore. You're no longer the host. We no longer need you. So I was like, so you mean to tell me that I just worked my buns off for all of this to now not be doing any of it? So I remember calling a family member of mine saying that they don't like me. I was just crying. I was like, nobody wants me. No. And I spoke to an old friend of mine. I was like, yo, do your own thing. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. You already have Sugar Productions going. What are you running around for, doing everything for everybody else? Just focus on you. Focus on your talents, your gifts. Put everything together and see what happens. Yeah. So I started writing down all of the experiences that I was having. You know, riding the subway, you know, things with your significant other, friends, just situations that was happening. Yeah. I had a wonderful intern by the name of Imani at the time. And she was just at my desk, writing everything down, writing the notes. What'd you say? Next thing you know, I had like 14 pages. And I had a was probably more than 14 pages. It was 14 people that I called in to, what is it called? Theater Lab Studios on 14th Street. And we all sat around the table. It was an all-white room. And we read through everything, and they were like, you should definitely shoot this.
Yeah.
And it had a mixture of variety, it had my original music, acting, like it was so many things. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, my inspirations for the show was like Lucille Ball, Carol Burnett, a piece of Wayne's Brothers, a piece of, I could even say Dave Chappelle and Martin. So in thinking about TGIF, you know, how we watched family shows growing up, I said I want to create something that everybody can watch and feel comfortable and feel good. And so being that it was a variety show, at first I was like, oh, I want it to be like Mad TV. But then I thought about my experience of being in New York City. Where can you get everything in New York City? The bodega.
Got you. Yes.
So I was sitting eating Thai food with Patrice, the other producer, and a good friend of mine named Ashley, who was also production manager at the time. And she was like, just Mo Brown's Bodega. And I was like, Mo Brown's, this is weird. And then we all started laughing after, you know, eating Thai food. And we were like, let's do it. And that's how it stuck.
Wow. Just like that.
Just like that. That's how it stuck. And it was a lot. It was a lot filming it. But we went through and we did it. And I'm excited about it. And what I do love about Mo Brown's Bodega is that the Latin community accepts it.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that.
They accept it. They support me. They're like, you know, go ahead, girl. Because the joke of it is that I'm a brown girl with a bodega. Like, how did she get it?
Right.
So that is really nice, you know, everybody wants to be accepted into stuff in life. But it's, you know, when people try to do things that's Jamaican, I'll be like,
Yeah.
So
right, I get it.
I get it.
Absolutely.
Love it. So that's how Mo Brown's Bodega came.
I want to say I love it.
Okay, good.
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so
I can't
much.
wait to see where it's going to go. Hilarious. Y'all have to.
Yes, MoBrownsBodega.com.
Okay.
Right now, we are in a film festival next week. We just finished doing American Black Film Festival
Yes,
for a
congratulations.
television series. Thank you. So we're about to do the Imagine This Women's International Film Festival.
Ooh.
We're also going to do Queen City Film Festival.
Nice. Shout out to Queen City.
Revolution Me Film Festival in November, and Newark.
Okay.
So
nice.
We're doing a few film festivals and some interviews and promo. We're actually on a Mo Brown's Bodega tour right now. Because, you know, you didn't think that that would, you know, not that you don't think that would be, but when you are in different places, you're like, well, this is a tour. Like, hold on, I can't my phone. Yeah, so this is a tour at this point. Where else we going? Take me to Cabo.
Take me to Cabo. No, but I'm loving it, and I wish you all the speed, all the joy on this tour. Like, I see it on social media. I'll be simple like, oh, I want to go too. But anyway, I'm there with you in spirit.
Thank you. No, maybe you can come, girl. The more the merrier. Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna hold you to that. Okay. So, anywho, over the years, I've known you to get more and more serious about your health and nutrition. Why is it so important for people to understand?
I'm sorry. A professional, okay? I should not be vibrating. Let me talk. I thought the sound was off completely. Okay, it's off.
All right.
Yes.
All
Tic Tacs in the back. Have to make sure your breath is together.
Keep playing. I'm gonna keep all that in there too.
Okay.
Yes. Over the years, you've been very much into your health and nutrition. She be giving me tips and stuff, telling me about. She really didn't give me no recipes yet, but I believe they're coming.
Yes.
Why is it so important? Because I've neglected my health. But you tell the people why it's so important to put your health first and to make sure that your shit is together on the inside.
Right. Well, health is wealth, of course.
Okay.
It's not just a saying. But if you are not healthy, you can't be present for anything that you want to do. And that's a fact. You can't, if you're not eating well, you can't think clearly. That's something that people really don't take seriously. Because, you know, excuse me. When it's like before taking tests, sometimes people don't eat breakfast. Like, not everyone eats breakfast, but
Right.
you know, having, you know, a fruit or having some of those things really help with your mentals. Helps you with brain fog, helps you function, and those things are important to just eat well. And taking care of your body, you know, making sure you go to the doctor. Like, even right now, so yes, your girl is healthy, but at the same time, I have a few ailments happening right now. Like, I have a sesamoiditis in my toe, and this is from overuse and heels. So
You sexy though. Yes.
yes, but I had to be, you know, very mindful about how I take care of my body, because if I don't take care of my body, I can't show up for my work. So it's very important to take care of your body, to take care of your mind, to take care of your spirit, especially being around people that don't care about you, that don't like you, that are mean, that, you know, mess with your nervous system. Those things function, they mess up how you function in your life. So health is very important for how you show up, you know, for work, for your personal life, just for living in general. So I make sure that I take time to focus on that. I do my prayer, my meditation. I make sure I'm eating well. I make sure that I'm writing things out,
Okay.
because, you know, you can have like 10 different things and thoughts in your mind.
Exactly.
And it can be overwhelming, but sometimes you just need to get it out, and then you can move forward. So I'm big on health and wellness and just taking care of yourself. I hope all that came together.
Yes.
Okay.
No, taking care of yourself, absolutely. I wanted her to say it because, you know, I don't think we take it seriously enough. And I wanted to hear you say it too also, so I can receive it more myself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm one of those people that I know, I'm like, oh, I know I'm supposed to be doing it. Oh, all right. I'll be all right. I'll start next week. And then next week my back be like, oh, maybe you should have did that
Right.
last week. Maybe
Yeah.
you should have invested more.
Well,
So
it's also about having discipline. You
Yes.
know? Discipline is a major thing that some people think we have, but in all actuality, we don't. And also respecting yourself in terms of, some people will treat others better than they treat themselves.
yes.
I give myself grace. I talk to myself. I mentioned this before in another interview. I call myself baby.
Yeah.
I do.
Sexy.
I say, yes, baby, you need to like just relax, just take care of yourself, soothe yourself. You know, you have moments. I rub my heart. You know, I give myself a rock. I do all those things, because when we're children, that's what we get. When we're babies, you know, to soothe. You know, you pat in the back or you rubbing and you're like, oh. And then once you turn 13, those things stop. And that's why everybody's in shambles, because they were raised to, you know, to get that affection, to get that, that love. And then when you start growing up and you don't get it anymore, you're at a deficit, you know?
Yeah.
So I try to make sure that I give that to myself. Now, it wasn't easy at first. It wasn't easy at first. But once I realized that our elders are going to pass away one day, I had to say, well, who gonna take care of you? Oh, shoot. You better strap up. People dying? What?
Yeah.
So I had to take myself serious and really focus on, and it's not just about, loving yourself in the ways that social media says, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, love yourself, I'm worthy, I'm this, I'm that. Yes, we are, but a lot of people don't know how.
Very true.
You know, they'll say, well, how do I begin to love myself? Small things, like even if you're rubbing yourself like this, you're like, oh, I like being rubbed.
Yeah.
You know? So, those things matter. Or if something happens and you're disappointed in yourself, you're like, it's just a moment in time. It's just a moment in time. You know, this is going to shift, and another moment is going to come where you can be your best. So just like how I talk to my friends or, you know, people that I love and care about, I pour that into myself. And And I mean, it's working, Obvi.
Yes. I mean, from the looks of it, honey, okay? Slay away,
Yeah.
slay away.
It's
All right.
working, you know? I mean, but I've always been like this, but I do think that 'cause I'm the oldest of 6.
Oh.
And so I've had to, you know, just be the older one. So I also think that
Just be the older one.
Yeah, be the older one. Take care of things, be the good example, all that stuff. So I do know that that comes from also having to take care of things.
Yeah.
You know? So it can be challenging if you are the only child or if you don't have that, you know? So it was a challenge, but reading and researching and following and following good people.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people say that social media sucks. I'm like, you're not following the right people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you turn into what you tune into, you know? So
All
tune into something good and your life can shift and change and flourish.
Now that's a word. You heard? We're going to run that one on a loop because that's the real deal right there. What you consume mentally, physically, emotionally, it all matters.
Yeah.
It all creates this. So
For
you
sure.
gotta be tight about what you consume.
Yes. I will say this. I remember when I was in high school, I was reading all these inappropriate books, child. Oh my goodness.
Where is this going? Oh, God.
I was reading all. I was not saying that their books are inappropriate, but I feel like at 15, 16, I should not have been reading Zane, Eric Jerome Dickey, like
all of them. Me too, girl.
been reading it. Because when things started happening, that was in the book, I was like, huh? Did I just manifest her? Oh, I'm in the back of the car with this dude. What?
Ooh, child.
What? So I'm very, very, very aware of what I am consuming.
Okay.
Because I do know when you start daydreaming about things,
Oh, gosh.
it happens.
It just be there in the back of your mind.
It's in the back of your mind. Next thing you know, you there with your legs open, like, how does happen? Not to get frisky, but that was just a little example.
Right, just a little. You a mess. Oh my gosh. All right, so I feel like you've done a great deal. I feel like there's a lot happening. You have a lot to offer. You let your talents out. You let us see you. What is there, if anything, that you haven't done yet or you haven't achieved yet, but is still right there and like burning in your soul?
I feel like I do everything that I want.
Yes.
I do. I'm really trying to think if there's something that I want to do. I really actively go for it.
Yeah.
I have hope and faith that if it's in me, then it has to be in me for a reason, and that there is a way to get what I want. You know, it's not about being conceited or having an ego or saying I can do whatever, but I know that is a fact because I don't have a desire to be an electrician.
Right.
You know, like, so the things that I do have a desire to do has to be for a reason.
Right.
You know? So I hope that made sense with how I gave that example. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like I do the things that I think about, that I want to do. And at this point, when you are a creative, when you are an artist, when you are an entrepreneur, you don't have a choice but to go for it. You got to be all in it. And if you're not, then you won't see the results that you want. So when I make a decision to say that I'm going all in, it works out. You know? So I'm really trying to think if there's anything that I want to do. I am actively writing right now.
Okay.
It's not that I didn't think that I was going to write a book, but I have so much that I want to say or that I want to help people with. On top of that, I feel like people have their own ideas of who they think you are. And not everybody knows my experiences and the things that I've gone through. Although I might seem extroverted, I don't really share too much of my, my
She
life.
keep her business to herself.
I do. And I think that comes from our Caribbean grandmother telling us don't be talking family business outside.
Right.
So I think that I get that from her. And also, I've just seen the way people can be very judgmental and how, you could be friends with someone one day and then next thing you know, they've turned their back on you and talking about you the next.
Yeah.
So I guard my heart with all thy soul and all thy mind. Yes. I think I was taught how to have a heart and be kind and be loving, but I wasn't necessarily taught to protect it. And that's no shade to my parents or anything like that. But I do know that my family came here from another country. So, like they had to try to navigate things in the best way that they could. So they probably didn't have time to teach me how to do that part. So now I'm really focusing on guarding my heart. And it matches with this, experience in this profession because you could get attached to a project and then the project don't work out. Yeah. And then you're heartbroken.
Yeah.
Some people think that it's not that, but yeah, you be heartbroken.
Yeah.
I didn't get the role.
Why not?
I don't have nothing else. Plan A all day.
Plan A all day.
Yeah, for sure. So yes, ready for the next.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect you to give that answer of, you do the damn thing. You doing it. And I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I guess I should do some more of my stuff that I want to do too. Because, time is just still moving, whether I'm moving or not. Yeah. So might as well move with it. Yeah. And start to see what I can really do when I put my effort into it. Right. So.
I find ways. When I tell you I find ways, baby. I even remember one year I was working, but I still had things that I wanted. And so I sold chocolates.
What type of chocolates?
I made the chocolates.
Oh.
And I sold it. I remember. So there was a lounge on Canal Street called Santos Party House. And I used to host Soundcheck Live. When I tell you we used to pack out Santos Party House, this was before Instagram became a thing. Okay. And I'm very, very, very proud of myself and my team. We packed out these clubs, these lounges, just by word of mouth and flyers.
That's dope.
Okay? That's why I'll be like, don't play with me. Put some respect with a K. Okay?
Exactly.
So there was a show happening, and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm not going to host that show, but how can I still be in the building and make money? I like money, honey. And so I made chocolates for breast cancer awareness month, and so I gave half the proceeds to a breast cancer organization, and I kept the rest. I made $86 that night.
A proud $86.
Proud $86.
Okay. Don't forget about that part.
Right. And even with Sugar Productions, I started Sugar Productions using a spaghetti jar, and I put all my coins in the jar. And I took the $44 in pennies and I put it in the bank account, and that's how I opened the business account.
Wow.
Yes, I did. So don't let nobody tell you that things aren't possible, because it is. $44 in pennies. Yes, the penny rolls. I mean, I had, because I was working, but at the same time, I said, nothing can go to waste. And so I took that, and I took my company seal, went right onto the bank, and I said, can I open this bank account with these $44 in pennies? And they said, you sure can. And that's how it all began.
Wow. See? And I'm learning more stuff about you as we sit in here. Yes. You just full of inspiration, damn it.
Good.
My goodness.
Use me, Lord.
I am sad that we are coming to a close of this interview.
No, give me more.
We can go on forever.
We can. I'm ready.
So that means you have to come back for another show.
Oh, okay.
But before you get up out of here, I have to tell you how much you mean to me. So you ready?
She must have a card.
Brown Suga, Miss Joyful herself. Your smile lights up the room as you spread sunshine along your path. You sing, dance, act, write, produce, direct, and serve looks. You have a unique style filled with flavor and a personality sprinkled with pizzazz. You're a loving, caring friend with a heart of gold and plenty of knowledge to share. You're a bright star destined for more greatness than you've ever known. You are undeniable.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Oh my God.
Yes, baby.
I appreciate this so much. I'm gonna frame it.
Okay.
But I like this side says undeniable, so I'm trying to figure out which.
I know.
Like which
I know.
side.
I know. I'm working on the.
I love it.
.2 card, but yes.
No, but maybe no. I love it. I'm gonna definitely keep it up.
Yes, I hope you do.
Thank you so much.
I hope more than anything that you feel and receive and understand, and also know that I'm not in this love for you by myself. You are loved. You are valued. And we need you, damn it.
Thank you so much.
So don't forget that. Don't go nowhere. And keep giving us what we need. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Like, I'm speechless right now. Like, whoa. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to take a moment.
You can do that.
To, like, receive it. Because I'm used to giving. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna allow my cup to be filled.
Ow. And with that, I want to thank you so much for being on this show. I need you to tell the people how they can find you, how they can follow your projects, what to look out for, all that stuff.
MoBrownSuga.com, SugaProductions.com, SUGA, no R, Productions.com, and go to MoBrownsBodega.com and check out the show. Go to YouTube and Instagram. Catch me on Instagram, Mo Brown Suga. So everything is Mo Brown Suga. We have. I'm also working on a new series for the LGBTQ community. So that's up next, and I'm excited. So we got some projects in the works. So stay tuned.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I'm gonna be looking out for you. I'm gonna be on your phone like, hey,
what's going on?
So when did you say that? No. Again, my love, thank you so much. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being here.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank all of you for watching and getting in on this good old sister-girlfriend conversation. Do join me next week when I have another dope conversation with another dope individual. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe and follow and comment, and I'll get back to you. Thanks again. Bye. Later. Joyfulness. Making the choice to find the sunshine in every rainy day isn't always easy. However, once you mix optimism with gratitude, the payoff can be huge. Choosing joy is not always the easiest option. It's just usually the one that's going to make you feel best. Find your piece of happiness. Sometimes that's all you need to get through the day. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Ow!
That was so
did
fast!
It, and we done it. It's dance time. Are you doing it? Are you dancing? Get your dance.
Scene 1, take 3.